From all my 13 years of sales and management experience, there is one type of person I'll never forget. There is one type of person that for me was most difficult to work with, to deal with, or even just to talk with. Very complicated. I'm talking about people with dominant personalities, dominant person. Within minutes, maybe even seconds, of a meeting with this type of person, I would feel so small. I wouldn't know what to say anymore. I would pull back. I would question myself. Oh, wow, is he right? What am I thinking? What should I say? And then within 5 minutes after the meeting, I would know exactly what to say when, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't, just because of the, let's say, energy of a dominant person. So what am I going to do in this podcast episode? I'm going to give you 3 ways of dealing with this type of person. And of course, not only dealing, even though it's an important step, but also just get out of the conversation what you want to get out of the conversation, because you don't have a meeting. It's not like a friend you drink a beer with in a pub. No, you're not having these conversations for fun. You're having these conversations with these type of people because you need something, because it's work related, whatever it is. So you want something out of it. You're not going to spend half hour or not even 15 minutes with a dominant person just for fun. You do that because it's needed for work and you need something out of that meeting from this person. So, yeah, 3 ways to make your life with a dominant person easier, whether it's a colleague, your manager, whether it's a customer or a temporary colleague, doesn't matter. They're all over. They are all over. And it helps a lot when you don't have to like these type of meetings. But first of all, it helps a lot when your energy doesn't go down the drain in a second. Like I said, that you get out of the conversation what you want to. If it's a yes or a no or a different answer to something or a decision, doesn't matter. Okay, the preparation of a meeting is always important, but especially with these type of people. And the preparation is in 2 different ways. The first, it's like for every meeting. So the one takeaway I want to share with you today in this podcast episode is really prepare your meeting. What is it that you want? What is it that you want from this meeting? Why is this meeting actually booked? And what do you need from this person? There is something you need from this person, otherwise this meeting wouldn't be planned. Maybe it wasn't your initiative, but still, maybe they need something from you. So what is it? What is it that you want to, if the meeting lasts an hour, it doesn't matter whether it's a Teams, a Zoom, or an offline meeting, it doesn't matter. What is it that you want out of this meeting? And this thing, and maybe it's multiple things, but then if it's like a list of 3 things, prepare yourself which one is the most important. If you manage to get this out of this person, I'm going to celebrate for the whole weekend. And if there is multiple things, then put them in following order, so you know what you truly have to focus on, because focus is very important. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, and if you watch this video, I nearly lifted my middle finger. I'm sorry for that, but I corrected myself by adding another finger. Okay, this is so non-important information. You got it now anyway. Okay, number 2. This is again about preparing your meeting, but this is about your energy. Your appearance, I've talked about it before, your appearance is very important, first of all, for yourself, because it's not only about what you say, but it's also about how you say it. How confident are you saying it? And the more confident you are, the less space you leave for someone else to go in areas where you don't want to go. But it's up to you how much space you leave for that. So how do you want to feel when you walk out of that meeting room, or if you close that Zoom or Teams call? How do you want to feel? With what feeling do you want to end this meeting? So prepare yourself for that. Because then with the first two steps, you combined strategy with energy. If you've listened before to one of my podcast episodes, you know how important this is. Energy is even more important, but strategy is important because it gives you focus. It doesn't distract you. And especially with a dominant person, it's very easy to get distracted, because maybe, at least my experience is, often this person jumps from one thing to the other, so you totally get confused, and there is no way you're going to lead the conversation when you're not aware of how you want to feel, how you want to sit straight, how you do not want to close your arms in a defending type of way. No, you're here in this meeting because you're up to something. And it can either be for yourself, it can be for your work, it doesn't matter. Usually I hope it's a combination of those two, and you're going to go for it. So your energy, how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? How do you look like when you feel, for example, powerful, when you feel calm, when you feel, okay, here I am. You can talk, you can use a lot of words, but I'm here for only two things. And that's what I'm going to get out of this meeting. So it's, I had once someone saying it's like playing hard to get, and maybe in a way it is like that, but I wouldn't focus too much on that, because focusing on what you want and how you want to feel is already a big thing. When you know yourself, you can totally lose yourself in facing a dominant person. So keep things easy for yourself. Then the third one is for while you're having this conversation. Dominant people are often used to people responding in the same way as they do. If they speak loud, the other person tends to speak loud as well. We adjust to the people in front of us. And dominant people, they're not secure people at all. They're very insecure. But they need a lot to cover up. And I mean, there is no right or wrong way also, assuming that you're not a dominant person, that people feel small and scared sometimes around. Because I can be very dominant as well, but I hope I don't give people that feeling. Well, I know I usually don't. Let's say it like that. But anyway, a dominant person, so usually is used to people responding in the same way, not what, but how. So use a lot of volume, use many words. Maybe you have a heart. The eyes are in like, okay, I need to be aware, because if I'm not aware, then something bad will happen to me. So you're very tight, sitting very tight, because anything can happen, and in any moment with this type of person in front of you. So if you manage to stick with your energy prepared at step 2, then you're able to remain calm. And when you're able to remain calm, you will not use the same way of speaking. You will not level up with how the other person speaks, not in what this person says, but how this person says it. Because you're calm, you don't need to adjust. And usually dominant people, they are not used to this. They are not used to this, because if they speak loud, then it's very often someone else would speak loud too. But if you then stay calm, friendly, even lowering your voice, then this person gets confused. Dominant people are usually not used to people being super kind or super friendly, or with intention of seeing a bigger picture, bigger vision for the world, because it's all very focused on often minor things. And when you appear calm and kind and friendly, and even ask a question which has nothing to do with what you want, but just out of, you would ask a friend this type of question, then a dominant person gets confused because he is not used to it, totally not used to it. So try to come up with kindness and being friendly to, well, your goal, I hope, is not to confuse the other person, but it softens the other person. And when the dominant person gets softer, it becomes more, I was going to say, becomes more like a person, becomes more human. Maybe that's the word. Yeah, it becomes more human. And then it's for yourself easier to get the things you want, or the answers you want, or the decision you want. So that's it, because it's very important, because once you start to get annoyed or pissed off or be frustrated or irritated, or once you feel this tiny little person in front of a big giant dominant person, there's still that power inside of you. It's still there. You just cannot reach it. And when you cannot reach it, you cannot use it. And when you cannot use it, you probably will not be able to make your point or to get out of the meeting, whatever it is that you want. But when you really truly stick to your own energy, and whatever happens, focus on the things you want, either in decisions or goals for the meeting, and in energy. And then while you're having the meeting, try and be friendly, interested, listening, because those are all things that often a dominant person is not used to. Because if this person grew up in an environment where this person was seen and heard, there was no need to become like this. And it doesn't mean that it's a horrible person. Maybe it's not nice to become like this. But anyway, I think you understand what I mean. So have fun, and please share if you're facing a meeting with a dominant person, and if you're able to apply any of these steps on your meeting. And of course, what success, whatever success means for you in this case, what success you took away by dealing with this person in a different way, sticking more towards yourself. Thank you very much for listening, and have fun facing your next meeting with a dominant person. Bye.